Yeah, see,
Bro,
this seems to be
bro.
the primary argument on the app now, that because it is a subsect of the system, it somehow is invalidated, which doesn't make sense. Because again,
Yo,
there's four
Mikio, I
type.
got a question.
Can I finish my statement, sir?
Hold on, let the man finish, man.
So there's
You ain't
there's
got no privilege up here.
there are four types of racism for a reason, because they're not all the same, even though they're all connected to the system. There's a reason why we differentiate institutional racism from interpersonal, because it's different, even though it comes to the same result. So I don't know why, when it comes to internalized racism, people get upset and don't really want to talk about that.
So I get upset because we can still work on our people. So like earlier, how I don't know if it was you or somebody else was saying how it doesn't make sense to expect um, so-called non-white racists to hold other white racists
Huh? I
accountable.
didn't say anything
You
about
know,
non-white people. I said white
some.
people.
Okay, well, that was the idea. That's how I
No, that
interpreted
wasn't
it.
the idea. I said it doesn't make sense for
I
white
said
people
that's
to
how I
hold white people
interpreted
accountable. That's what I said.
it.
What
It
doesn't make
doesn't.
sense, Maceo, is the fact that you're saying that we can be racist because we hate ourselves. That's what doesn't make sense to
What
me.
is internalized
Oh,
racism,
we
Cloud?
can be racist because we practice internalized racism and we hate. You sound dumb as fuck.
Okay, that's fine. But
Shut up.
what is internalized racism?
Again, do you hear yourself?
Yeah,
We
I'm
can
asking
be
you a
racist
question.
because we are racist towards. We can't even be racist towards each other.
You think that I'm saying it's on the same scale of white racism against non-white people, because you're not
So then, why are you
conceptualizing it.
bringing it up?
It
If it's
exists for
not
a
on the
reason.
same scale, why
So I
bring it
can't bring it
up?
up because you disagree with the definition and what it is.
I disagree because it's
So it's on.
redundant.
So
We
okay.
can't be
So
racist.
So
Cloud.
because
Period.
you disagree, it means you can't bring it up. Got it.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
Like I said, it's redundant.
So we can only talk about
Us hating
internalized racism.
ourselves,
So
us hating
we
ourselves
can
has
only talk
nothing to
about the
do
forms
with
of
us
racism
being
that Cloud
racist.
thinks we can talk about then.
Like,
So we can only talk about structural,
Is
institutional, and interpersonal, because Cloud doesn't want to talk about all forms of racism because it doesn't fit her narrative. That makes a
so.
lot of
Let me
sense.
ask you this. Let me ask you
Yes,
this.
sir.
Are we able to dismantle? Um, and I'm not
Yes,
saying like
we can
I'm not
dismantle
saying 100%.
anti-blackness, because
Okay.
we
anti-blackness.
never get the question out, sir.
I know what his
Okay.
question is. He already asked it.
So
Well, let him ask it because we want to hear it too. We're on the panel too.
so
Being a
yes.
monkey and let my boy Makio talk.
Let her answer then. She wants to
No,
go.
my question was just, are we able to dismantle anti-blackness and internalized racism as a black community without the help of other communities? Are we able to do that?
Yes, because other communities partake
Okay.
in anti-black racism
Okay.
against us. So it's
So
not.
are we?
I'm answering your question. I
It
don't know
was a
why
yes or
you.
no question, and you said yes.
Okay, you didn't want me to go further into it. Okay, all I will say is we don't need other people involved in anything we do.
For sure. Awesome. So are we able to dismantle white racism?
No.
Exactly. So this is something that we can fix ourselves. This is something that takes education from our own community, because this is not something that someone else from another community can teach a black person who has actually internalized racism.
Wait,
It can
I'm
only come from
confused
our
now.
community.
What are you saying? You said you agreed that we can't fix it, but you just said we can?
No, I'm saying that we ourselves can only fix internalized racism and anti-blackness within our own community, but we cannot fix or dismantle racism that's from the white
Well,
community. And so
how
what,
do you fix it if it came from white racism?
because it's internalized. If you internalized racism, it's probably a proven fact or statistic that you don't even know that you've internalized it.
But you're not answering my question. If we all agree that internalized racism comes from white racism, period, in colonization and all of that, if you cannot take that down, how do you take down anti-blackness?
Because you've internalized
That's
it.
not
It's like
answering my question.
that is answering your question. It's like colorism. Colorism is also something that was born out of racism for white people. But because we experience it ourselves within our own community, yes, we can
Sir,
teach
we
each other
experience
what it
white
means.
racism in our community, and you just agreed we can't fix it. So explain to me how internalized racism
We
can be
didn't say
fixed,
that.
because
I think what you're not understanding
you're not
is
making
that
sense.
one. I think what you're not hearing me say
Uh huh.
is that one can be fixed by us and one cannot.
Right.
So explain to me how you fix it.
I mean, I'm not the master of colorism, but it definitely does start with education. Most people who are colorists in our community don't even know what the fuck it means. Don't know what colorism is.
You really think anti-black people? So when you hear black men get on these panels and mock black women's hair texture and all of that, you think they honestly don't know that they're doing that consciously?
They know that they're doing it. Do they know what it's called? I don't
Yeah,
think
they
they
do
know
know
what
what
it's
it's called. That's
called.
why they're doing it.
I
But
don't think so. Just like most light skinned black people, I don't think they know that they are inherently participating in colorism.
you're throwing.
Just
But how do you quantify most? That's an opinion.
it's not an opinion when you still gotta get on here and have debates about it, and people don't even know
Okay,
what
so
it
how are
is.
you quantifying most then?
Okay, so now you're trying to pinpoint my most words, but when you have conversations with people, and you have conversations with lighter skinned black people like myself, and they refuse to accept the fact that they are not uh, uh, dishing out the colorism to darker skinned people, and they will say, me myself, I've experienced colorism. No, you haven't. And
So
then that's
what
what
about the
most
black people
light
that do
skinned
know?
black people will say.
What about the black people who do know what they're doing?
Daniel.
What did you say?
What about the black people who absolutely know exactly what they're doing and still do it? What about that?
Well, part of me feels like if they're doing it on purpose, and they know exactly what they're doing, and they
Again,
are
we feel
willfully
we can't be
anti-black,
racist.
then
Okay,
they
that's
need to
fine.
be
You
Okay.
said that a million times.
then they need to
Right.
be
So then
left the fuck
shut up.
behind.
Okay, so what about like Candace Owens, Officer Tatum, Jesse Lee
They
Peterson,
need to
all
be
of it?
left the fuck behind because they're making willful decisions and actions, and their rhetoric is willful and intentional. They know exactly what they're doing, and they're too far gone to be like, hey, so do you know what colorism is, and do you know how it affects our black community? They know what the fuck is going
I
on,
would say
so they need to be left behind.
every adult that does that, I feel like knows what they're doing. Now, if you want to talk about little kids, adolescents that are doing it because they hear it from somewhere, I agree. They don't know what they're doing. But grown adults making fun of darker skinned black people, making fun of black people's hair texture, they know exactly what they're doing.
I mean, regardless, I'm gonna always give my community more grace than any other community, and chances to change it and fix it and turn it around. You know, and that's just how it is. Every other community gives their people more grace than they give another
Nah, I
community.
don't
So
care what other
I'm gonna
communities
do the
do.
same.
Other
I'm gonna do
communities
the
got
same.
nothing to do with what we got
I'm,
going
I'm gonna
on.
try to influence. I'm gonna try to inspire. I'm gonna try to change. I'm gonna try to fix it. And if you don't want to listen, then I guess you're gonna get left behind.
But you're
Because me
okay, but you're
myself,
conceding
as a
that you
light
can't fix
skinned
that
black,
though. You
a
can't
lot of
fix somebody
stuff.
that's consciously being anti-black. You agree you can't fix that. We gotta leave it alone, right?
That's what I'm saying. So
Okay,
if
we
you're
agree.
willfully and intentionally doing it to be harmful, either something is going on in your life to where you think that you got to be so hateful to one of your own kind, or you just don't give a fuck or whatever. Like I said, you're going to get left behind.
You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink.
Daniel, what's good, Daniel?
Go look at.
Some of
Would
them
you
do
say
it.
that Candace Owens is anti-black?
Some of them do it just to get ahead. Y'all do realize that.
Yeah,
I don't,
absolutely.
Here's the
she
thing:
is
I
anti-black.
don't believe. No, I'm
Daniel,
gonna be controversial.
look,
I'm gonna be
bro.
controversial. I don't believe
Look,
Candace Owens is anti-black. The only god she worships is money. That's what I
So you think
typically.
she's
That's
doing
what
it
I
for
believe.
money? Okay.
I think she's
Okay,
definitely doing it for
but
money.
I
the
just
point
said
the point of the
that.
question
I'm just saying get
wasn't actually
ahead.
towards her. Go to her Breakfast Club interview from last year. Go read the comments from black people. All it took was for her to make some general common sense, points, and now everybody is on her side.
No, I seen the interview myself last year. As a matter of fact, though,
Daniel.
that proved to me that when she was on the Daily Wire or the Blaze, I forget which one it was. Though it was a performative. It was very performative. She's a grifter and she did it for money and stuff like that.
Exactly.
I mean, if what I'm saying is true, if she invited back to the cookout, if she admitted I was only just doing that for the money and I'm not really anti-black, does that excuse her
Hell
behavior
no.
for the past 5 years?
Hell no.
But Daniel,
Because what
go
she
go,
did
go
was,
look at those YouTube comments and see what they said.
And just like you said, hold on, but just like you said that Sliq can't say most, you can't say everybody because my name ain't on that.
Okay, I didn't say
I don't
most.
agree with that.
I said look at the black people that responded to her.
Everybody. You said everybody.
I didn't say everybody.
Did you want to pinpoint? You did say everybody.
I said look at the
You said
black
everybody.
people's comments.
You said everybody.
Okay. So
said
everybody in that comment section had positive things to say. So I will say that. Everybody in that comment
half
section.
of those people, half of those people, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, of course they're gonna have positive things to
Half
say.
of those
They
people were
support her.
already following her, and they just as dumb
Exactly.
as she is.
Man, a lot of those comments literally said, I usually disagree with her, but on this, she's absolutely right. A lot of those comments said that.
I saw the video myself. I looked at the comment section. Let's be
Yo,
honest.
this guy is jacked, bro.
Let's be honest. The Breakfast Club is
you natural?
typically has an all black audience. All right, though, an all black audience, though, and from the atmosphere I was seeing from the comment section, though, I seen some black folks all like, wow, I didn't know that she actually felt that way and think that way. I usually disagree with her on a lot of stuff, but she's spitting hardcore facts in this interview. I mean, it's a supervillain transformation on how she was the bad guy for many years. Candace Owens is surely metamorphing herself into, the good guy now.
I guess so.
Thank you for that, Daniel. Hey, yo, Mesa, you natural? It don't work like that.
100%.
That. No, not with us. You don't get to be.
After you turn your
the
backs
house.
on
You
her,
don't get to
now
be
they're
the
turning
house
their
nigga.
backs on her. So now she's got to transform. Like, come on, sir, what are you talking about?
And it like Daniel said, it's about money because you don't get to be the house nigga for 10, 15 years, and then now just because your party is looked at as the villain,
Exactly.
and so your people are turning away from that party, and you're no longer profiting off of it. Now you get to say, "Oh, I fucked up. I made a mistake. I said some horrible things about my people, and I knew I was wrong." Well, you knew that you was wrong when you said the shit. You knew you was wrong when you called George Floyd scum. You knew you was wrong when you said all those statistics about us that wasn't even factual. And your best friend Charlie Kirk bit off those same statistics, and that's why his ass is gone now. So she should be glad another BLK person didn't take her ass out. Guess what? It's too late to turn back now. Stay your ass out where you at.
Yeah, she can't be trusted. She on anybody's side. Whoever's side is, the most competent. You know what I'm saying? She can't be trusted.
Well, the reason I bring her up is even after years of egregious comments, it took one interview that was quote unquote productive for a lot of people to be like, well, dang, maybe I was wrong about her.
I mean, I'm thinking of myself too, though. She's been saying BS for many years, though. But that Breakfast Club interview, I'm all like, okay, I agree with about.
No, see, that Daniel, that's where you lose me at, sweetheart. That's exactly where you lose me at, because you can't say on one hand that it's about money, and then on the other hand say that she was being upfront and real about the shit. A snake is a snake. I don't care what kind of grass you put it in, sweetheart. I don't care what words come out your mouth. A snake is a snake. He snaked us the first time, and because that's the reason why we're so forgiving. Stop forgiving these people. She does not like us. I don't care how many times she cries wolf. Every time she cried wolf, one of them ran to her rescue. Now all of a sudden she go on a black radio show, and all of a sudden now she's saved. She's doing it. No, she's snaking, y'all, because that's what snakes do. You understand that? I heard exactly everything she said, and I agree with none of it. Because she's snake. She's a snake.
She's
Period.
a professional.
Point blank. But
She's a professional.
snake. She's a snake.
Look how quick she switched sides.
You see how she duped? How quickly she could dupe somebody like Daniel? Are you kidding me?
Daniel.
You are the blackest person I know. Like the most pro-black person I know. One interview, she can.
But when I said that earlier, you
disagreed.
disagreed. Okay.
Get out of here with that.
When I said it earlier about the
Get
comment
out of here
section,
with
you
that.
disagreed.
I don't like you, so I'm going to talk to Daniel. Thank you.
Yeah, you disagreed.
Get out of here with that.
You're proving my
I ain't
point.
sorry, I ain't saying
it.
I'm a full-fledged Candace Owens fan and stuff like that, though. But the thing, just the thing about it is, though, when I seen the interview, I know who she is, but I'm kind of all like, I have to. I mean, am I wrong to say, to give credit where credit's due? She was spitting some true facts. She was.
Why she ain't spit them in the first place?
Why the switch all of a sudden?
Yeah.
It's a business decision. Like, what? Why is that so hard to understand?
Exactly.
Why do you think? Hold on. Why do you think? Why do you think so many?
Business.
Why do you think?
Not like she gives
She didn't genuinely.
Why do you think all of these red pill dudes are starting to do conservative media?
To get ahead.
Why do you think all of these red pill dudes are doing conservative media now? Business decision. The red pill stuff isn't profitable. Pretending to talk about politics is.
So therefore, it's not genuine.
I didn't say it was genuine. He did.
It's not genuine.
Talk to him then.
Bitch, I wasn't talking to you. See, you don't make me get out of my character, bro. I wasn't even talking to you. Don't do that, because I'm being really, I'm real
You
calm
can be
right
as
now.
upset as you want. Go ahead.
Tamara, take it easy, Tamara. Take it easy, Tam.
I mean, it's just words on the screen. She can say what she wants. Say it again if it make you feel good.
Tam, take it easy, Tam.
Who the fuck is calling me Tam Tam?
Bastard right here.
The hell? Quit being weird.
Who the fuck says Tam Tam? We don't even say Tam Tam.
Like, weirdo? Oh, shit.
But yeah, if you know.
I got nicknames for everybody. I got Slicky Ricky.
Oh my God.
We're not about to do that.
Colleague, what you say?
Collage works for college. Can you repeat that?
What you gotta say?
My bad for calling you college.
That's not
It's all good.
like go through it, or like what you guys been talking about. So I kind of got a little lost there.
So we can get back on the point. How you feel about reparations, and do you feel like white people are inherited races?
Reparations, if done proper, would be not only amazing for the U.S. economy, but helpful in every single way. But I doubt it's gonna happen.
Why?
A mix of racism. Not really any money, because it's not enough money to do anything with.
How much does reparations cost?
Well, the total economic value of slavery was 30 trillion. I'm thinking off the top of my head. I have the source somewhere.
Bullshit.
All right.
Oh, Slicky Ricky, take it easy.
I am going easy. 30 million is
Don't answer her.
30
He said trillion. He didn't say million.
Is lowballing it, and that's just slavery.
No,
Yeah,
that's
playing
about
the
right.
U.S. economy. There's just that.
No, it's definitely in the trillions. You're not wrong on that.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but we're not just talking about the free labor. We're talking about the physical, the mental damage, the land that was stolen during slavery and before slavery. And then you got to talk about after slavery, the Jim Crow era and all that kind of shit. Man, that's about 100 trillion right there.
I don't know about 100 trillion.
Well,
You don't have to know. I do.
Okay, where's your data? Where's your data?
I mean, I agree with you, but where that's at?
Yeah.
Where's it at?
oh,
Like, we gotta be realistic.
I estimated it around
It's not gonna happen.
Realistic.
We don't got that money.
Is saying every group,
You
even
think
that wasn't on American soil, that America did damage to, has received reparations in some form. When America bombed Nagasaki, they went and helped to rebuild it. We are paying for the Jayish people's health care and their free education today, but we don't.
They are.
Is
They
that
haven't paid
realistic?
for my health care yet, and
that's
I'm
not
Jewish. How
realistic. The Native American people.
can I sign up for that, Rick?
The Native American people who helped with the enslavement of our people in this country and the erasure of our indigenous identity as well, received reparations and are still receiving reparation. Asians who were put in concentration
but
camps, they
that's
received
that's
reparations.
Germany. That has nothing to do with us though. Like that's on them.
Well, what are you talking about?
Yeah, the JEWs. That's what the Germans decided they need to do.
That's
you can't,
fine,
but you can't make an analogy between what another nation did for their atrocity and us. That's what I'm saying. It would have to be with just in America.
It's not just in America, though.
Sir, it doesn't make sense to talk about what another country did.
No, what I am saying is even the damage that America has done to other countries that didn't happen on this soil, they have paid that back. They have repaired that damage that was done. This was done on American soil. So no, we don't need to be reasonable about it because nothing
I'm talking about bringing up other
reasonable.
groups, sir. Saying that because the JEWs in particular are getting X, Y, and Z, that's up to Germany to decide that. It has nothing to do with America.
No, we are paying them to have free health care right now.
Where's my free health care?
We're giving them aid packages.
Not even only that, you guys have to remember that Obama did give the Jays a nice, decent amount. I think it was $24 million in 2014.
Yeah, it was an aid package. It wasn't reparations.
That is reparations.
No, it's not.
With a nice bow on it.
Why are you spending $250 on a ball?
That ain't reparations.
I still don't understand. How do I sign up for all this?
So why do we give it to him?
Go research it, sir.
Why do we give it to him?
Because I'm Jewish. I haven't gotten any of these.
Well, go research it.
Well, you need to go get your check then.
Yeah,
man, you missing out.
It was Jewish people. Christopher Columbus was a Sephardic Jew. He actually enslaved people here. So Jewish people are also responsible for the enslavement of black people on this land.
The United States has always given aid packages, defensive packages, etc., to Israel for occult reasons. That is still not reparations.
Yeah, yo, these dudes found a way to hate on any race, no matter what.
But it's not reasonable to say every other group that America has caused damage to over the course of 500 years or less gets to receive reparations, but black Americans, that's not reasonable.
I didn't say that. But my thing is, if you really believe that, why do we continuously support people in office that are demonstratively against reparations?
I don't. I didn't vote for Joe Biden. I didn't vote for Trump.
Joe Biden didn't run this election. Kamala did. Did you vote for Kamala?
No, I didn't vote for Kamala.
So who did you vote for?
I didn't vote.
Oh, part of the problem.
Oh, nice.
Because that means you didn't vote locally either then.
Bro, you should have voted Trump, bro.
You cannot call me part of the problem when I'm not going to play your stupid ass fucking less of the two evils game that they've been forcing black people to play for 100 fucking years, bro. Less than that,
I
actually,
said local government.
We just got the right to vote.
Local government
You're not going to call
matters.
me part of the problem because I see both sides as the fucking issue, and you choose which one you think is less evil than the other one.
I didn't say anything about less evil. I said
that, but you said I was part of the problem.
Yeah, because you don't vote locally.
You're
either.
part of the problem.
Because I vote locally.
You don't want to establish your own party. You still want to vote for who you think is the lesser evil white person, or who's the lesser evil person on which side. And I'm not about to play that.
Okay, that's fine, but I'm talking about voting locally. So that's black people too, right? So again, voting locally, that's not just your state rep and senator. That's city council. That's your county commissioner.
I don't vote locally then?
Huh?
How would you know I don't vote locally?
You just said you don't vote.
You asked who I voted for.
And you said you didn't vote.
Presidency. for the
Sir,
presidency.
in order for you to not vote for the presidency, you couldn't have voted locally because those elections were on the same ballot. If you didn't vote for the president, you didn't vote for your state representative.